Ravens and the Steelers. Ravens are 3.5-point favorites on the road against the Steelers. 40.5 is your total. Very tough game for us here because we don't know the injury situation for either one of these teams. We know Ravens were down several players. We know that there's a quarterback situation going on with the Steelers. Now, my question to you in this is, does it matter at the quarterback position? Because do you care if Pickett is out there or not?
I have a 2-point difference between Pickett and Trubisky, so it's a 2-point downgrade for me. That might not be right because Pickett's not been good this year, so it may actually just be a flat. To me, this is the under 40.5 right now because every single game we've seen with these type of teams, with the Ravens, with the Browns, with the Titans, with the Steelers, the under gets bet as soon as these numbers come out, and you're ending up with these high 30 totals. I think this is going to end up around that 38-point margin, 38.5, somewhere in there. My numbers have it at 39.5, so I like the under 40.5 here.
If you look on the Ravens side, this is a team that multiple starters on the defensive side, multiple starters on the offensive side have been out the last couple of weeks. Still found ways to get it done. Still found ways to look at least look like I would say probably a league average team. They didn't look good, but they didn't look terrible either. You would think that some of these guys start to get a little bit healthier. You would think that we did see Stanley get back to practice this week, even though he wasn't able to play this week. Obviously, getting a tackle back is a huge thing for this Ravens squad. There is all of that comes into play here. I guess my question is this to you. We're getting a 3.5 now. What does this go to if they officially announce that it's going to be Trubisky? Because I'm of the mindset it's maybe worth a half point. I don't. Pickett has been so bad so far this year that I don't know what the real difference is here, but the public perception might be way different than what I think.
I think it goes to 5 if Trubisky ends up announced as the official starter. The problem is, I made this game 3. Right, so I'm a little bit lower than the market. I would never bet the plus 3.5 right now because I don't know who the starter is going to be. And without having that information, I make it 3 with Pickett. I make it 5 without Pickett, right? So I would expect a slight move. I think that right now we're sitting at 3.5 because there is some uncertainty on which way you're going to go, and you don't want to go through 3 and 4 for the quarterback change here because you aren't guaranteed you're going to have that quarterback change. We also have quite a bit of information on Trubisky as well. And he has struggled in division. So I'm not sure that I really want to take any part of this Pittsburgh team, even if we get up to that plus 4.5. I want to see what's going to happen on the offensive side. I don't know if Matt Canada's going to have a job. That's the other big part of this. If you have a new offensive coordinator, that completely changes how you want to handicap this game. You don't know what it's going to be. You don't know the place calling style. So there's just too many uncertainties for me to want to play either side right now. I guess I could make a case it would be Ravens or pass, but I want the Ravens at 3 if I was going to put the Ravens in the account. So for me, it's just lean toward the under and figure out the noise during this week.
Yeah, Ravens at 3 would be a play for me. 3.5, I'm going to sit back and see kind of where this thing ends up.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.